to what is an incredible mystery, and remember where the journey started, that little 5 pages? That's where the journey started. That's the best sounding target. This could be gold, it could be silver, it could be copper. Either way, it's a great sounding signal. What if we told you that the long-buried wealth of Oak Island has finally been discovered? Rick and Marty Gina finally confirmed that they have detected the treasure hidden in Oak Island. Join us on a fascinating trip full of twists and turns, culminating in the ultimate revelation. The Oak Island treasure has been discovered. We're as hell, yeah, Marty said. That Michelle could drop it. See if we have something in there. So okay, let's let him drop it 3 times and have him keep monitoring it. Yep, every 3, we're monitoring. A problem exists in the money pit area. Something is preventing the huge digging equipment from clearing the dirt from the 10-foot wide TF1 shaft about 80 feet below ground. The riddle has been solved. However, they discovered a gigantic rock down there. It turns out that they drilled through it earlier this year. In a little hole named D2, they discovered gold evidence roughly 90 feet down in the hole. However, they discovered a boot over 80 feet down in the TF1 shaft. Is this a shoe? Look at this. Well, who leaves a boot that far underground? Could it have been an old-time treasure hunter from Oak Island? Perhaps it belongs to someone who lived here many years ago. Who knows? This is all part of the mystery. In 1909, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, a young lawyer and Freemason, helped bankroll the old gold salvage and wrecking company. They thought they'd discovered the money pit, a famous treasure spot. Even though Roosevelt and his team could not find the treasure, they did discover some gold shavings during their excavation. If a boot discovered at the scene belongs to someone from Roosevelt's crew, it could be a significant thing. It could indicate that Rick, Marty, Craig, and their crew are onto something. They're hoping the boot indicates they're digging in the correct location. Finding the boot connects Roosevelt's previous work to the current search. It's like a clue or piece of information that keeps people hopeful and inspired to continue their hunt. They hope that this discovery suggests they're getting closer to uncovering something valuable. As the sun sets, the Irving Equipment Limited and Rock Equipment teams must halt their digging until the following morning. They're hoping to discover something extremely valuable when they return to it. Meanwhile, in the money pit location, the Oak Island crew is monitoring the B4C shaft excavation. They are trying hard to uncover any buried mysteries. The wait for sunrise can seem interminable, but it's all part of the process of revealing history and potential treasures. Just 5 feet north of B4C1, the crew is drilling B4C to a depth of 90 feet within the C1 cluster. Earlier this year, they uncovered a remarkable discovery, probable 15th century timber tunnels as well as high levels of metal and gold. Even though this is the final can, we're not going to give up. We know that there is a tunnel in the 90T horizon. Well, a tunnel means we're close to finding the original money pit. This has created enthusiasm among the team who believe they may have discovered the original money pit or a tunnel leading to a buried treasure chamber. Despite the fact that this is their final attempt, they remain hopeful. The finding of centuries-old wooden tunnels hints that something significant may be hiding beneath the surface. The presence of silver and gold residues reinforces this belief. The crew believes they are very close to discovering the famous money pit, which is supposed to contain enormous wealth. As they continue to drill, the team remains optimistic. Even though this is the final can, we're not going to give up. We know that there is a tunnel in the 90T horizon. They know that locating a tunnel at a depth of 90 feet is a good indicator. It shows that they're on the correct track and moving closer to their goal. Despite the obstacles they've encountered thus far, including setbacks and uncertainties, the team's determination remains unshakable. They are motivated by the prospect of discovering a historical discovery that will rewrite the book on treasure seeking. With each passing day, they inch closer to unraveling the secrets hidden beneath the Earth's surface. The newest developments on Oak Island have shocked the team. They found a big discovery, a possible ancient timber tunnel. But their excitement was short-lived when they reached bedrock around 130 feet deep in the B4C hole. Unfortunately, they have run out of time for additional excavations in the money pit area this year. Despite this setback, the team maintains hope. Their efforts, which included digging 5 giant steel tunnels over several months, have yielded persuasive proof that the fabled wealth sought after for nearly 2 centuries is still buried beneath. The important question now is what happens next. Rick, Marty, Craig, and the rest of the squad are resolved to solve the riddle once and for all. But it will not be simple. They have overcome numerous hurdles and setbacks along the road, from deadly booby traps to hazardous terrain. Oak Island has tested their willpower at every turn. However, they refuse to give up. To eventually find the riches, they will have to think outside the box. Perhaps it's time to bring in new talent or creative technology. They may even explore earlier clues and speculations, looking for nuances that were overlooked but could lead them to the prize. Whatever path they take, one thing is certain. The Oak Island team will not stop until they have solved the centuries-old mystery and discovered the secrets hiding beneath the island's surface. Later that day, Marty, Legina, Craig, Testa, and Gary Drayton met in the research center with blacksmithing expert Carmen Legg. They wanted Carmen to examine an iron spike they had recently discovered buried over 100 feet underground in the B4C shaft. This shaft is a critical location where they've been searching for clues concerning the famous money pit. 2 years ago, Rick, Legina, Gary, and Dan Hensky discovered 2 massive iron swagers while excavating Lot 21. This property used to belong to Freemason Daniel Magines, who was part of the initial party that discovered the money pit in 1795. Carmen believed that the iron swagers, which are used to sharpen rock drills, were from the mid-15th century. Now, the finding of this rock drill in the B4C shaft opens up new possibilities. Could this latest discovery be another piece of evidence indicating that they're coming closer to the treasure? Everyone has been looking for all these years. Every find like this puts them closer to solving the secrets of Oak Island. This is a wonderful story, a wonderful mystery, and it has only gotten better because of all of you. In recent years, the crew researching Oak Island has made some exciting discoveries. They discovered a stone-paved area in the middle of a swamp that may have been built around 2,200 years ago. There is also a stone road in the swamp's southeastern portion that may be more than 500 years old. They've also made findings on lots 4, 8, and 15. These discoveries indicate that they may be coming closer to solving the Oak Island enigma. Could this suggest they're finally narrowing down who could be behind the mystery? It's an interesting possibility. Rick and Marty Legina, the team's leaders, had wanted to uncover the legendary treasure hidden deep in the money pit since they were young. They were encouraged to take on the quest after knowing that many professional searchers had unsuccessfully attempted to locate the riches for over 2 centuries. After more than a decade of tireless research and with the backing of their dedicated team, the Legina brothers have not only demonstrated that the Oak Island mystery runs deep, but they are also closer than ever to revealing the treasure. So, what might be concealed down in the money pit? The team's progress is extraordinary. They faced several hurdles ranging from perilous marsh conditions to the complexity of historical study. However, their tenacity has paid off, bringing them closer to solving one of the world's most enduring mysteries. Rick Legina, a well-known treasure hunter, has gathered his nephew Alex and the rest of their crew in the war room. They are there to plot and plan a thrilling dive operation. They are joined by seasoned diver Tony Sampson and specialist underwater archaeologist Dr. Lee Spence. Dr. Lee Spence has over 50 years of expertise as a treasure hunter and underwater explorer. Throughout his distinguished career, he has made important discoveries, locating over 100 shipwrecks. These shipwrecks contain significant historical riches and antiques, some dating back as far as the 15th century. Dr. Spence's knowledge and natural curiosity have led him to discover gems worth more than $50 million. His discoveries not only shed light on maritime history, but also provide glimpses into the lives of those who traveled the waters centuries before. The partnership between Rick Legina, Alex, Tony Sampson, and Dr. Lee Spence is eagerly anticipated by treasure hunters around the world. They plan to start an extensive diving operation that could result in groundbreaking findings beneath the ocean surface. As they gather in the war room, the squad meticulously plans every detail of the diving mission. They evaluate underwater currents, historical study, and cutting-edge technology to ensure a successful mission. With Dr. Spence's extensive expertise and experience, the team is confident in their efforts. His advice and knowledge will be vital as they venture into the depths in search of hidden treasures and historical artifacts. The next steps are crucial as they prepare to embark on this thrilling adventure. The search for the Oak Island treasure is one of history's most fascinating and enduring mysteries. Theories about the treasure's identity and whereabouts have abounded for generations, with some believing it could be the Holy Grail or the lost works of William Shakespeare. The task of uncovering the truth has captivated the imaginations of historians, researchers, and treasure hunters alike. However, the journey to unlock the secrets of Oak Island is far from over. Rick and Marty Legina, along with their dedicated team, remain determined to solve the mystery once and for all. Their unwavering commitment and relentless pursuit of the truth have brought them closer than ever to uncovering Oak Island's hidden treasures. As they continue their quest, they are driven by the hope that each discovery brings them closer to unraveling the centuries-old enigma.